YouTube? It is your Unc Blur here with another action figure unboxing. Actually, this is going to be different. If you couldn't tell by the thumbnail, it's not exactly an action figure. It is a doll. What is a grown nerd like me doing with a doll? Well, I'll tell you what. I am a sucker for nostalgia. And around my senior year of high school, the biggest movie out, and I cannot explain why. I don't know why it connected so many people, but Clueless was a phenomenon. From the movie to the soundtrack, Clueless was everywhere. It's just a funny movie that is oddly relatable, even though it's not relatable for 99.99% of the population. That's why I call it a phenomenon. But I saw this and I saw the price and I had to get it. It is the Clueless Barbie, and it's Cher from Clueless. So we're going to get this, we're going to open it up. Now my usual criteria is the 3A criteria, that is appearance, articulation, and accessories. But I honestly do not know anything about Barbie dolls. So that criteria may or may not be effective. You guys are going to see me opening this and interacting with this for the first time. So I do not know what to expect. This is truly a blind unboxing. All the other Mattel figures I've interacted with have either been Marvel or WWE. So this is very interesting. So let's get into it. The actual brand that really helped Mattel take off as a major company. There is a great episode of The Toys That Built America all about the founding of Barbie and the prominence of Mattel. Okay. So you see here, you slide out the box here, everything is encased in a little bit of plastic. But it's, also great for display. Nothing is hindering sight when it's in the box. But I am not a Mets on card collector. So we're just going to get this thing up out of here. And it looks like we have a stand of some sort. I don't know. I think it has a base. It's going to be right behind here. And you will have to do some cutting. It is very secure in here with different rubber bands and plastic ties. So we got the main doll out of the packaging, and we have another accessory here. I will say Mattel gets an A+ for security. And the stand is back here. Okay, so here we go. Now, unlike the wrestling action figures, there are no peg holes in the feet to hold it up. So I'm going to have to figure out, how do we get this guy to stand up? Does he just sit on the stand like right here, maybe? I don't know. Is that how it works? I think so. I think it just sits on the stand. Maybe. Yep. Okay, that makes sense. So let's get this back here. So, okay. Now, I am not sure how to structure this review. Like I said, this is my first time dealing with a Barbie action figure / doll, whatever you want to call it. I will say, as far as appearance goes, It looks like, your classic Barbie face, I would imagine. Nothing too spectacular there. I really imagine these more like Funko Pops, of where you're not going to get very detailed character driven faces. It's going to be your standard face along with other identifying trademarks, such as the outfit and the style of this right here. Same thing with the Funko Pops. Every Funko Pop looks the same except for hairstyle, clothing, etc. And so as far as, yeah, it has that classic Barbie look. It has the hair, which is something I'm not familiar with from the action figure world. Usually the hair is plastic, sculpted plastic. And then, yeah, the outfit's pretty cool. Looks just like what we see in the movie there. Oh, and there is advanced articulation. Let's see if I can get... Okay. So yeah, as far as the look goes, I really dig it. From the style, we have the high heels going on, the tall socks, the costume from the movie. Very, very nostalgic. I like the multi-layers of actual fabric. Again, being a wrestling superhero collector myself, you don't get this much detail in clothing. So this is an interesting change of pace. And so as far as appearance, I would give it a definite A. You get what you pay for. Now, as far as articulation, we have a ball joint, range of motion there on the head, and then looks like we go backward and forward. The backward and forward motion is only hindered from doing the 360 by the jacket. And then we have, what kind of joints are they? Pinned or pinless? I cannot get a look at these joints. Okay, these are pinless joints. Single jointed, so you have single jointed, pinless elbows here. And then the hands go back and forth all the way around. And then do we have any torso movement? There is no torso nor hip movement. Okay, and then the legs just go front and back. There is no ball joint. And then we have a single joint at the knees. And no movement there on the ankles. And so very, very minimal articulation. But I don't think you buy these for articulations. If it's for a young lady to play with, she's not going to fret too much about getting all kinds of articulation, I would imagine. And if you're a collector like myself, collecting for the nostalgia, you are not going to be moving this thing around a lot or posing it a lot. It is, like I said, going to sit static on my shelf behind me. So as far as articulation goes, I give it a B+. Now, accessories, I will count the shoes as those because the shoes are indeed removable. We have the stand here, which, is cool. It's something I haven't seen before. Fits pretty good there. Not a lot of fuss or muss. And then we have one accessory here that is very time appropriate there, and that is the old cell phone that she used to carry in the movie. Back when cell phones were rare and they were huge, and she had the fancy flip phone. And yes, this is what cell phones looked like in the 90s, and they were next to impossible for anybody to afford that was at my income level. And then we have the driver's license accessory. It is just simply made out of very cheap cardboard. You have some details on there. Yeah, learning permit, California, driver's license has the name Barbie on it. Let you guys get a good look at that. That was a big plot point of the movie, is her trying to get her driver's license. And we have the backpack, which I have one complaint about. And that is, while it is a very, very good looking and accurate piece, I think it would have been a cool feature to have if you could open this up and maybe put the cell phone accessory and the driver's license accessory inside of the backpack accessory, because there is really no place or no way to display these things. The hands will not hold an accessory like that. And so I think it would have been cool to have this backpack serve a practical function as well as an aesthetic function. Let's see, does it actually go on the... Okay, yeah, it fits perfectly there on the back of the doll. And so, yeah, it's a very cool, nostalgic piece from a movie that I love to this day. I think I will definitely probably watch it again. I know nothing about Barbie dolls. Nothing about them at all. And so I do feel kind of out of my depth in this review. But as somebody just looking as a toy collector with, as you know, hundreds, if not thousands of action figures, just seems to be very quality. I didn't buy it to interact with in photos for my other action figures. It's essentially a statue from a movie that I dug, and it serves that purpose. And so even with the non-functional backpack, even with the limited articulation and the generic Barbie look, it does everything that I purchased it for. And so I'm going to get this one an 8. A great, great piece. Very good price I found it at. They're going for as high as $50. I got mine for $18, which was, in comparison, a great deal. It's going to be a novel piece because I don't see myself buying any other Barbie dolls unless they come out with another movie thing that I just must have. But yeah, that's my thoughts on it. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys are more familiar with the Barbie line of toys, let me know in the comments what I should be looking for, and maybe we can eventually do a revised look at this when I understand the criteria more. But I definitely want to do some more research, find out what's going on with this, so that if I ever happen to do another review, I will not be so clueless. See, Clueless. In the movie Clueless, I'm clueless, but I dig it. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Until then, keep buying them action figures and dolls. Your Unc is out. Oh, and if you'd like to contribute to the growth of this channel, you can buy me a coffee with the QR code on the screen right now.